Lord, another one. Here's another one. Excuse me. I don't really know how to say this. I don't really know how it's going to be taken. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, I want to thank you for all of you tuning in. I want to thank you for coming to my show this morning. By the way, my show is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. That's my stage name. I'm sorry for the little slight delay in starting because I'm so I'm so traumatized this morning by all my reels I put out early in the morning. So I'm a little traumatized, but it'll get back to normal. So today we're going to talk about the nonsense that we say. And then I'm going to run my mouth a little bit. Excuse me, I got a little cold. Forgive me. So I got a lot of comments this morning, right? And it was my sisters coming at me, and it's fine. I'm happy with that because that just make my content crazy. So it's good. So I got a woman who said to me that I need to research the things that I say on my my YouTube channel. I need to research because it's one-sided. So I tell everybody who come to my channel, I don't have stats, okay? I don't have any books. I don't have any of these things. You understand? I just grew up in the nonsense. You feel me? I just grew up in the foolishness. You understand? I grew up in so many projects in New Jersey. You understand? I grew up in downtown projects. I grew up in Bayway projects. I grew up in a lot of nonsense. So I have seen it for myself. See, a lot of y'all who come to YouTube, y'all lived in suburban areas. Y'all don't really know. You only know stats of what people told you, or y'all read books about the hood, but I grew up in the hood. You understand? So that's my advantage when I come to social media. I tell y'all the nitty gritty, what I seen and the stuff that I've been through when I was a kid. You understand? And I was like, I don't want my children to follow in the same path. Now, mind you, excuse me, my oldest has not benefited what my younger children have benefited, as me being a better mom than what I was to him. And I still regret that to this day because I was taught by my mother, my aunties, um, all the nonsense that we see on social media. So, hey KLLC, how you doing this morning? So, all the stuff that I see on social media, well, what I'm saying is the stuff y'all see on social media, right? All the things that you see. Mind you, most of the time, these people who talk that are influencers, they don't have a background like I do. So, yes, they may have the education, they have the stats and all this, and I applaud them. They do. But I seen it for myself. Let me repeat that again. I seen it for myself. So when I come and talk to y'all, this stuff be real. This is the nitty gritty. This is not me making up nonsense. It's not. It's that good, good. You hear me? I'm telling you, it's that good, good. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you is that children in the projects, most of the time, they don't see their fathers. Yeah, they don't. It's mostly all the mamas that's doing everything. You understand? That she's governing the home. And this mind you, she's raising boys and girls. Okay? So when you meet a Pookie and Rere, right? More than likely he was governed by his mama. So he's that one that blame everybody else except himself. Just like us girls. When we grow up, we turn around and we blame everybody else for the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That Pookeisha, that Ray Keisha, She's blaming everybody else for the nonsense because women are like that. Black women, I will say. I'm going to have to just put it on us. Because some sisters get on my channel and they be like, why you always say it's black women? Because I cannot, and I'm going to say that again, I cannot talk about other races. I can only talk about the race I was brought up in. You feel me? I can't talk about no other race because I don't know. I only know what happens in our race. That's it. Okay? So that's the nitty gritty. You understand? So what happens is mama raised both. Okay? So if mama don't have a good structure, the children not gonna have a good structure. And if mama tell the children, your daddy ain't shit, you understand? If mama tell them, God forgive me for cursing, but it's true. If your mama tell you that your daddy ain't this, he never was, and she bash him in front of her girlfriends, and she bash him in front of just anybody, she bash him, and especially you. Because black women, we have a tendency of saying, oh, you look just like your damn, your father. We always say that nonsense to our children, especially if we don't like the man and we can't stand him no more. That's how we do. We berate the child and tell the child that the child is nonsense, like the daddy. But mind you, my sister, you picked him. You slept with him. You did everything under the sun in the bedroom with him, and now you done had his baby. And so now you want to just talk nonsense to his baby. Do you know how many times back in the day my mama used to tell me, you look just like your daddy? Just like that. Now, mind you, the stuff that I heard about my father was horrible. So I was like, wow. And I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I was trying to be a good child. But then she used to say it so much. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do what I want to do. I'm going to just do what I want to do. I'm going to jump in on something real quick, and I'm going to share this with y'all real quick. This is from my personal life. Well, everything I talk about is from my personal life, but I'm talking about my immediate family. When I tell my children, because I tell my children the same thing, I say to them, you act nothing like your father, right? This is what I tell them. I'm kid y'all not. I kid you not. My kids be mad because they know their father is a good man. So when I say to them, you act nothing like your father, they shame. They shame, baby. They so sad. They like, what? Especially the oldest one that's going to college. She be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you act nothing like your daddy. Now, if I tell them you act like your father, they smiling, they face all open, everything, all that stuff. And my husband always tell me, stop telling them that. Stop telling them that. That ain't right, Sharonda. So I said, okay, I'm going to tell them. I will tell them when I feel like it. I still say it to them. But listen up. What I'm saying is that black women, when they're hurt, we're going to go back to the subject. Black women, when they're hurt, okay, they say, oh, sweetie, thank you so much, KLLC. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much, my dear. So what I want to say is, I want to go back to it. I want to say, when our women get upset, when they get angry with our fathers, right? Baby, they will say nonsense to us. They will say nonsense to us. Sometimes I even get my mother nowadays, she'll call me. And she still do it. She'll tell me, oh, you act just like your father. And you know what I tell her? Mama, you know you picked him. That's what I tell her. Mama, you picked him. And yes, I may look like him, but there's nothing I can do about that. And I'll be like, and this is how I end the conversation. Mom, I'm going to let you go. I'll talk to you later. And I hang up. Yes. Because back in the day, our women decided that they picked these type of men. Now, mind you, my father was a smooth cat. He was very handsome, everything. Good looking, dressed it, everything, all that. But he didn't have his stuff together. didn't have his stuff together. And I love him. You know, I love him. He's my father. But when I look at my husband, the I see how men are supposed to be. When I look at some of the influencers who are on YouTube, especially Sir Hill. Sir Hill Speaks. Y'all check his channel out. He's amazing. You understand? When I look at men like this that govern their families, I say this is how black men are supposed to be. No lie. Even KS2, may his soul rest in peace. I felt like that about that brother too, because he was spitting truth. And a lot of us women didn't want to hear it because we think that we so precious that nobody can tell us that we not right. You understand? And that's how I grew up. That nothing, nobody could tell my mother she was wrong. Nobody could tell my aunties that they were wrong and how they was teaching us. Because they always told us, they said our last name when we were young, like my auntie used to say, we take care of our own. We don't need no man. That's what they used to say. So they raised us all like that. So we would see our fathers, right? We would see them, but the fathers wasn't in the home. You understand? And I'm going to tell you something. When a daddy is not in the home, right? He's the protector. Okay? There's incidents where things happen where the father is not the protector and he's the wolf. But I'm not talking about that. That is not the majority, okay? But when the father is in the home, you understand? He's the protector. He's the one that keep the wolves away. You understand? He's the one that governs over the home. But a lot of women don't want that. They wanted to govern their own home and do whatever they wanted to do. You understand? Back in the day when I was young. So a lot of us went through a lot of nonsense because daddy was not there. We went through molestation. We went through drugs. We went through a lot of stuff because daddy was not there to govern the household. You understand? Even sold drugs. A lot of people I know growing up because they daddy wasn't around. Mama couldn't watch you all the time because she was working. So you got mama working, she killing herself, and she trying to take care of all of y'all. And most of us grew up in a home where it was 5, 6, 7, 8 children or more. Okay, so mama couldn't watch all of us at the same time. We always doing nonsense because daddy's not there. Now, what's supposed to happen in my time was that daddy was supposed to be at work. Mama was home with us and she had probably a part-time gig or something like that. But she was home mostly with us. You understand? But what I'm saying is that a lot of women, they get offended at the stuff that I say. And mine is coming from a place of truth. It's not that, somebody told me, I heard, or it's a stat, or it's a study, or I got it from a book. No, I seen it firsthand how projects work. Okay? And how our fathers was pushed out by Zaddy. And some of y'all, if y'all don't know what Zaddy is, it's the government, okay? Because some of y'all was giving me comments and y'all ain't know what Zaddy was. And I don't even understand that, you know. But anyway, back to the story at hand. In our community, that's how it was. I'm going to give you food stamps. I'm going to give you assistance. I'm going to give you welfare. I'm going to give you Section 8. I'm going to give you the projects. But you cannot keep the foundation. You cannot keep the man. See, they knew if they break us apart, that the children, the legacy will be destroyed. You understand? They knew that. Okay? And so now the same women who grew up, they told their children the same thing. I did too. But I was able to get mine stopped at a certain point because I got married. And my husband came from a two-parent home. You know, I always tell y'all that he came from a two-parent home. So my husband know what marriage looks like. You understand? I did not. I just, like I always tell you, I only saw what they do on TV. That you supposed to cook, clean, and make love when you supposed to, when the husband want to. That's what I was taught. So I didn't know the other avenues of marriage. I learned that as I've been with my husband for close to 15 years. Our anniversary will be up soon. So, and I'm thankful for that. So what I'm saying is that anything that you were taught, okay, when you were young, you could be untaught. Even grown women now, it's up to you to want to change what you've been taught. Okay? Instead of us sitting up here believing the nonsense. See, you get a lot of sisters, they will come at me saying all types of foolishness to me, and then you want to come and put a whole dictionary in the comment section. Like I'm foolish. You know what I'm saying? So you put a whole dictionary up there so that it looks like my real, that what I'm saying doesn't make sense. And I'm going to tell you something. Hands down. Hands down. And I could bet this on my life. Okay? If me and you ever stood in the same place together and they heard you speak and heard me speak, a man, okay? He would conversate with me first. Even the way I look right now, you might look more beautiful than me, and I don't have no problem with that. But he would come and conversate with me first. Because I'm not talking that yin yang outside the mouth saying that I don't need no man. I'm a strong black woman. That's what we say. And it doesn't make sense. We the only race that say that. You don't hear no other race talking about I'm a strong white woman. I don't need no man. You don't hear that. I'm a strong Spanish woman. I don't need no man. You will never hear that. It's only us. Okay? And it's aggravating to me. It doesn't even make sense. Why are we saying that? And then we teach our girls the same thing, the same nonsense we teach them. And we think it's okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, KLLC. I appreciate all your comments. Thank you so much. And we say nonsense for no reason. We tell these kids foolishness. Even the boys. We teach the boys nonsense and how they supposed to treat women. And first of all, you actually teaching a boy how to treat you. You're not teaching him how to treat no woman. You teaching him how to treat you, because the way his father did you, you want him to be taking the place of his dad. I'm sorry. That's true. That's true. Okay? And some women get offended when I say that. But I'm going to tell you something. Anything that I say out my mouth, anything that I say, baby, I don't have no reason to lie. I don't have no reason to come to social media, tell no stories or nothing. Especially when it comes to marriage and upbringing of children, or how I was raised when I was coming up. There's no need for that. The damage is already done. Our community is already at the breaking point or already there, because you already got the brothers talking about we leaving. We don't want this nonsense no more. But I'm going to tell y'all something, and that I didn't say in one of the reels that I was talking about when I was talking about passport bros. See, black women left black men long time ago. Yeah, we did. We left them a long time ago when we decided to hug up with Zaddy. Yeah. When they was trying to say, you need me. Okay? When they was saying, I'm the father. I need to be with my children. Now, I had one woman that said in my comments that, oh, men didn't say that, they ran. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not going to sit here and say that some men didn't leave their families. I'm not going to say that, okay? But I'm going to say majority of men wanted to be with their families. But black women pushed them away because they wanted to be getting that zaddy program, and that's it. That's all. Because they put in their mind, oh, zaddy gonna take care of me better, and I don't need this black man. That's what y'all did. But you didn't know that it was gonna tear the children up. You didn't know that the legacy was going to be put in dirt. That's why we have so many fatherless babies running around here, because of the decisions that our grandmother made and our mother made. And I'm going to tell you something. To this day, if you ask an older woman from our community, if she changed her mindset, okay, if her mindset has changed, she will tell you she made a big mistake, that she wished she would have kept the father in the home. Because I hear this today from my own. I hear this today that she regret. But it's too late, because, he has passed on. My stepfather was an amazing man, and he had passed on. So now all I hear, because my mother is still alive, now all I hear is that she wished she would have did things differently. And there's a lot of women my mother age that wish they would have did things differently, that maybe the kids wouldn't be where they are today. Okay? See, I grew up in a lot of nonsense when I was young. I grew up in a horrible situation. But it took God. I'm gonna tell you straight. It took God. It took God to say, you can't be like this. I don't need you to be like this. You are not meant to be a baby mother. You can't be like this. But I'm gonna tell you something. It was many years that I was a baby mother, and I did everything on my own. And I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody that tell you that it's easy, you could raise a baby on your own, you don't need no man, I want you to go up and smack her in her face. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go up and smack her in her face, because that's not true. And I was fed that same lie, okay? And I had to deal with the consequences of taking care and raising a baby on my own. It is not fun. It is not a cakewalk. But social media have us believing that it's a cakewalk. It is not. There will be times where you be crying at night. There will be times where you'll be wondering what kind of decisions that you made. There will be times where you wish that you had this man in your household. Okay? All I'm saying is that we don't think things through well. In the heat of the moment, we get upset and we decide that we're going to put the house on fire. And that's what women do. If something ain't go right, especially in marriage, when something don't go right or go your way like you wanted to, right? First thing you tell your husband, I ain't happy. But you forget that marriage go in cycles, my dear. Marriage go in cycles. So 1 minute it might be some drama. The next minute it'll turn around and it'll be smooth sailing. You understand? Every marriage have a season to go through. And as long as you marry, you're going to continue, you're going to continue to go through those seasons. You hear me? You're going to continue to go through those seasons. So with that being said, because I know I was all over the place today, I jumped on everything because the reels I put out this morning was fire and I had a lot of stuff to say, y'all. So what I wanted to say is that we just need to change our mindset. We need our men, okay? You sit up here and you say all on social media, I don't need no man. I could do everything I need to do. I don't need no man. I'm a strong black woman. This is the nonsense that they preach. This is the nonsense. I got a lot of women in my comments today as well telling me I'm happy single. Go preach that nonsense to somebody else. Don't come to my YouTube channel and preach that nonsense. Don't put no comments like that in in my reels. Oh, I'm happy being a single woman. I don't need no man. Okay, go on your single life and go on that side. You don't have to come to my channel and put that nonsense there. I didn't never say nothing like that. You ain't hear me say that on no reel. Okay? So you happy single, I'm a clap for you. I'm happy for you. You happy single, go. Go. Then that mean you shouldn't even came to the reel that I was talking about men in the first place. Y'all come with this foolish ideology that you don't need no men. And y'all just stick with that mess. I had one woman sit up there and say to me, um, I was married and then I got divorced. And I'm gonna tell you something, I'm happy single. I said, wow. And she just wrote that like it's okay. Like it's all right. She just wrote that like that's common. That happens. It's all right. I said, look at this foolishness. I would never write that. And I told y'all before, I was married when I was 19. I was married. 3 years of my life, I was married. My first marriage, 3 years. And I was 19, I was a baby. And I told y'all, only thing I knew was to cook, clean, and make love when my husband told me to. Like, we were ready. All I'm saying is that when I was taught this thing to do the right, well, how you say, not say, when I was taught that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I learned that from TV, not from nobody telling me nothing. I just learned that from TV, that you're supposed to cater to your husband. That's all I knew. Nothing more. Okay? When me and him got divorced, right? When we got a divorce, once we got divorced, I'm sorry, guys. Somebody on my property. Hold on for 1 minute. Okay. It looked like the neighbors. Okay. The neighbors, maintenance people. Okay. So anyway, when I got divorced, I don't remember throwing no party. Even though divorce wasn't my fault, I don't remember throwing no party. I don't remember being excited going on social media. Okay, well, it wasn't as big as social media is now, but still, you know, I don't remember going on none of those, getting excited, dancing around, going to the club. I don't remember none of that. But these women now, when they get divorced, they like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. You know why they do that? That's just camera, baby. That's camera. That's camera, honey. Because when they go home and they in the house by themselves, and all the things that the husband did in the house that she don't know how to do, now she got to pay somebody to come in and do that. You understand? She got to pay somebody to come in and do that. And I know for me, it was heartbreaking. So when women sit up here and tell me they done graduated from their marriage, you can't graduate from your marriage, okay? You can't. Let me just let you know, you can't graduate from your marriage, okay? But they will sit up here and tell you nonsense on social media so they can feel good about themselves. But the truth is, baby, you hurting. You hurting. But you want to sit up here and act like it's good. It's not good. It's not. All I want to say is just take heed to the message, my dear. Take heed to the message. Change your mindset. Stop following these women that's telling y'all foolishness. Because the nitty-gritty is that you will get old. You will get old. Excuse me. You will get old and you will die alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that it sounds hard for me to say that to y'all, but it's true. You will get old, you will die alone. And let me tell you something. You say you don't want no man. You got this big house by yourself. And the children that you had are grown. Most of the time, kids that are grown, they rarely come to see you. They rarely come. Thank you, KLLC. They rarely come to see you. Okay? So sometimes you in the house alone. And let me tell you something. If something go wrong, my dear, if something go wrong, God forbid, Sometimes they don't find y'all for like 2 to 3 days. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I feel bad to say that. But y'all just like, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Men can't do nothing for me. I'm a strong black woman. That's all y'all say. Okay? I want you to do me a favor. Go and live your life without, and I want you to take everything that a man made. I want you to stop using it. I'll wait. I'll wait. Everything a man made, I want you to stop using it. Only use things that women invented. I'll wait for you. Cause I'm not gonna go on no trip like that. I'm gonna use everything a man made and I'm gonna say thank you. Yes, I am. I'm gonna say thank you. We sit up here, we bash our men, we say nonsense to them. It doesn't even make sense. Well, anyway, that's the end of my rant. I have said enough. I have talked everybody ears off today. I want to say thank you for all the ones who chimed in with the comments. And I want to say thank you for everyone who hit the like button and everyone who came and showed me love. I appreciate it. Also, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe to my page on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well, please. And also, I'm trying to grow my channel. So if you can, please donate to my channel. I have my Cash App in my bio. If you want to, but if you don't, that's fine too. But if you can share my content, I would like that as well. But share it to people that you know is gonna affect them. Okay? Not to the ones that's doing that hating. Okay? Share it to the ones that want to change their mindset. All men are not evil, my dear. And all women are not good. Take heed to the message, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful day and take it easy.